Nice to see you again, Team MG. So we're here today and I have a special bonus surprise video for you guys, and it's the intro of how to pony. So usually if I'm ponying, I'm gonna have a problem horse. In this case, I have a 7-year-old gelding here and he's just getting started. So he's already full grown and we're in the starting process. So we're using a little help from my buddy here, Cody. Cody is a 5-year-old quarter horse and a trick riding horse and my personal colt starting horse. So what we're gonna do today is Red here, since he is getting started a little late, he tends to have some reactions that are hard to hold on to. So what a pony horse does for you is it makes you stronger, it makes you faster, and it makes you taller than your horse. So for the first time here, I'm physically better than Red. On the ground, he tries to pull us around and get the better of us, but now that I have a pony horse, he's gonna have a hard time doing that. So step number 1 of ponying a horse, I wanna get him in close where I can start to put my hands on him. So you'll see I'll start to get over top of him here. You see him get real wide-eyed, you see his face light up. There we go. Now a couple of things that you want in a pony horse is you want a horse that's pretty calm. Cody does a good job of that, he's nice and broke. Also, he moves off my leg nice, so I don't have to steer him very much to get over here by Red. And what I'm trying to do is get Red prepared for having somebody on his back. And you'll see me get all up over top of him. With the difference, since I'm up here on Cody, he doesn't feel the urge to try to run me over or throw a kick at me, which on the ground he does. So up here, he's kind of stunned. He's like, oh my gosh, you're bigger than me. That's not cool. So I can put my hands all over him, touch and pet him. Now once I can make contact up here, and he's not trying to run away from me just because I'm taller than him, the next thing I want to do is start disengaging his hindquarters and letting him know that I'm bigger than he is. So you'll see I'll start riding my horse towards his hip and pulling his head towards me. Just like that. This is really gonna break this horse's confidence or idea that he can run us over or give us problems. There you go. Now whenever I'm ponying a horse, I treat the horse just as if I'm on the ground. When I'm on the ground, I make him respect our bubble. I make sure that he doesn't crowd us or run into us. Well, I do the same thing here. And I want you to think, I never want to let this horse, unless I'm in a situation where I'm putting a pull on him, I don't want him to get behind my horse's butt nor in front of my knee. If he gets in front of my knee, he's getting in front of the drive line of my pony horse and he can intimidate my pony horse. Right now, Cody's doing a great job. He feels real confident with all the horses that I pony with him. And he feels like we can pull him around and put a tug on him and he doesn't mind at all. So I really like that. The other thing I could do is, especially with stud colts or this gelding here that's full of himself, I can really gain their respect by putting a hand in their face and moving them off. So the same way that I'd be on the ground, I can push them off of us and give some space to myself and Cody. You're gonna find that most of the time, I don't actually dally off. I like to have them in hand and wait for the moments that I really do need to put a bind on them to dally off. I find that a lot of people, if you don't have a lot of experience ponying and you haven't worked with a lot of cattle or you haven't gotten real handy with your rope, the dally is more trouble than what it's worth. What I mean by that is I know a lot of good horsemen that can pony off a horse and this horse can be very beneficial, but dallying off all the time can put them in a bind. Again, if you're not real confident at this, I suggest that most of the time you have the horse in hand like this, and you'll notice that I have the lead rope in 2 hands. So if the horse was to make a big surge, he can get that much rope out and I still have him. As we know, horses usually make small surges, especially if they've been pulled around once or twice. They're only gonna make a hop from here to there and then stop and you'll be able to get a hold of them. If I do need to dally, the proper way to do that is, you notice I have the coils here, and I'm gonna go around the front of my horn and make a full wrap. And then I'm gonna take my hand away from the horn. I don't wanna grab my dally right here close to the horn, because if he pulls on me, it can suck my hand into the horn and I don't want that. So I oftentimes carry my hand right here for 2 reasons. Number 1, to keep my hand away from the horn. And for number 2, if he tries to get in front of my horse, I can stop him with the lead line that I have in my hand. So we're gonna move him off here. So this guy's already moving forward pretty good. That's not the reason that we're ponying. It's the fact that he likes to surge off and run into people, throw kicks at people. So this is really gonna give us opportunity to slow things down for him and say, hey, we're really not trying to hurt you here. You just relax and hang out with us. There we go. Notice I keep him right here on my hip. It really helps to have a good pony horse in this scenario. There we go. So this guy, over the next week or two, he's just gonna get ponied every day and taken out on the trail. And he's gonna go back and forth on the trail with somebody on his back. Right here. There we go. Notice how he's real worried about having somebody on top of him. There we go. Nice. So right here, this is a great position to be in, because if he was to surge off, he's immediately going to get pulled around. Very similar to a one-range stop. Dun, dun. There we go. And we're just petting all over him, touching all over him. That's it. Make some noise right here. We're gonna get over the saddle. I'm gonna have an assistant of mine come in, and she's gonna be the jockey, one of my students from the Gascon Horsemanship Academy. And she's gonna be my jockey as we ride here today. All right, hey Jay, if you wanna come in. All right guys, so what we're gonna do is, you see we have this horse in this T position here. There we go. Shutting off his forward motion, giving her a chance to get on. Get on. From this moment forward, it's our job to be in control of this horse. Jay's job is to be the jockey and to make this horse be comfortable having somebody on his back. So my only concern right now is Red here. Being in control of him, stopping the surges, making sure that he's okay. And Jay's job is to pet all over him, touch him, and have him okay with somebody up there. This really helps, especially if you have somebody that doesn't have the quickest reflexes for a horse that is really gonna buck, and if you really wanna do it a little calmer and easier, especially if you have a problem horse like Red here, this gives us the opportunity to pet and touch and get rides in that are calm and quiet and to our advantage. We don't wanna give him the opportunity to run off or buck or have any strong surges. So instead of doing that, we can get ride after ride in just like this. And notice how, even though Red's super hot, since Cody and I are in control, he has to calm down to our pace. And he has to go at whatever pace we ask him to. So we'll just pet and touch all over him. Jay will never stop moving. She'll just keep letting him know that it's okay, touching his butt, touching his neck. And if he tries to surge, notice how 100% of my attention is right here. This is what I mean, whenever you're gonna pony, it's really good to have a pony horse. I have no concerns whatsoever about Cody. So all of my attention is on the horse that we're working, that we're training. If he was to run off and go fast forward, I would stop him here. If he was to get ahead of us, I would make a sharp turn to the right and pull him back towards us. The other thing I don't want to happen is I don't want to give him so much line, especially if we're dallied off, that he can get and cross over behind us while we're dallied, because that will pull us off. And we don't want to get in a bind. So from here, we'll go ahead and ask him to move off. There we go. And notice we keep him in that sweet spot right there. We keep him right behind our knee the whole time. And again, just getting another smooth ride in without him getting into problems. If he gives me any problems, I'll put my hand up in his face to give us a little space. Oh, there we go. You're doing a good job. So Jay here is able to ride this horse without fear of what he might do or repercussion, because we have control of the situation. This is a really good way to get rides in on a horse that's real problematic or has prior problems or a project that you're trying to fix without having the horse being able to take advantage of you. It's a different kind of riding when you don't have fear of the repercussions. So riding a horse like Red that might run off with you or try to buck you off or give you some problems like that, when you can ride confidently like Jay is now, that I have control of the situation, you can really be kind and nice and easy, and you're not worried. You don't have a tense, tight core. You're not nervous about what he might do because you know that we're in control of the situation. And by doing that and giving Red here a few rides just like that, we'll be going out on the trails, we'll be going through obstacles, we'll be doing everything just like this. Give him 2-3 weeks of this, and he's gonna be one mellow fellow. He obviously is a big, beautiful sorrel here, so he's gonna have a great quality of life whenever he lives here, but we gotta get through this process of him being a project horse and him having beat people in the past, him understand that number one, you're not gonna beat anybody here, and number two, we're not out to get you. We don't want anything but good things for you. So to get that, you're gonna have to be calm and gentle and have some discipline. That's Ponying 101. I hope that helps you out at home.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure to get in the comments below and give us your feedback. Let us know what all problems you're having, if you're having any problems with the steps, if there's more videos or problems that you would like to see. We just want to better help you bond with your horse and help fix some of your equine problems and reach your equine goals.